God, I've got a lot of earwax.
Fucking Shrek. Beep, 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 beep.
No, not like Shrek at all.
Two beers.
Hey, everybody. Tony Hawk, ladies and gentlemen. That's, he's a skateboarder. So welcome, everybody. This is going to be a snack podcast, if you couldn't tell.
That's right.
The two of us thought we would start a snack podcast, and I'm already messing up what I'm saying. So
We're good. This is,
the two of us thought we'd start a snack podcast.
yeah, we already, we share a passion
For snacks.
For new snacks, snacks that are
Old
that are brand
snacks.
new, just like, the classics.
Stuck between the couch cushion.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take a snack where you can get it,
So the aim of this podcast, since there's a lot of snacks out there. Okay, so first of all, what is a snack? How would we define a snack for the purpose of this podcast?
I think that a snack is anything that you're going to be like munching on, right? That's
Right.
in between meals. It's not your meal. It's not like, you're sitting down and, you've thought out your protein and your vegetables or whatever. It's something that you're eating, and especially for us, for the pleasure of eating something that tastes good, right? And
it's a recreational activity, snacking.
Yeah, exactly. And I think chips are one of the most popular, but it could range from anything to just really like when anything you want to like pop into your mouth that's not a mealtime thing,
And I haven't got any innuendos for that.
I'm glad.
Can I just say that Tony Hawk is looking a bit like a snack right now? He is. I see why they call him Hawk. He is flying through the air. That was funny. So yeah, like you said, a snack is basically just what you eat in between meals. There's a lot of stuff that you could count as a snack, but we're probably going to primarily focus on like chips and stuff like that. Maybe candy. We're big chip fans, but particularly kind of like chips that you might not have had before or that we like that are kind of different, because there's a lot of different kinds of chips, and we don't have to tell you about a Dorito.
Right.
You know what a Dorito is. You
Right.
know what it tastes like. That's tread ground,
Exactly.
What we want to do is we want to talk about snacks. I say as there's a package of Oreos sitting right here. We want to talk about snacks that you might not know. Maybe limited release snacks. So like chips, there's a big thing that they'll do. Flavors that aren't around for a long time. So new snacks that are coming out. Snacks that you haven't had before, maybe snacks you haven't heard of. And with a primary emphasis on chips, as you can see, a lot of chips right here.
It's a chip heavy first episode.
Or a couple of chip heads.
Yeah.
So, but where are our qualifications? You may be asking yourself. So, Gabe, go ahead, hit them. What's your BMI?
It's up there.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's 32, 34 maybe?
There's
high 30s?
What's Henry Cavill at? What's Superman at, you think? Maybe like he's like probably rocking a 3 or a 5?
I see you found the Achilles heel of the BMI scale. Because you cannot apply it to people that are actually massive and in shape. My BMI, I know Gabe's got a probably pretty decent BMI. My BMI is getting up there. Let me tell you. Let me just say this. My BMI is having a midlife crisis.
This man is full of snacks.
Yeah.
That's the qualifications.
My doctor said that I am killing myself. He's like, please stop.
It's funny because before you went on the BMI train, when you said, what are my qualifications? I was just going to say, I'm fat.
You're right. Well, that's why I said the thing about the BMI. And then I also said that my BMI is having a midlife crisis. And you blasted right away.
I sure did.
No comment.
I'm glad you brought it back up because I liked it.
But speaking of qualifications, what I have here are some very suspicious looking test tubes. But what they actually are PTC test strips. These are test strips to test your taste buds to determine whether or not you are a super taster. So, Gabe, you have some experience with these. Why don't you define a super taster for us?
Yeah, I was going to say just basically in like my rudimentary understanding of it is there are those of us that their taste buds are a little bit more sensitive, and so you taste things to a more accurate degree. I think like a really famous example, at least from what I've seen, is like Gordon Ramsay is supposed to have like a really good refined palate, and that helps him. I mean, he's like one of the world's greatest chefs, of course. And so basically, there are people that have a more sensitive palate, you know, and so they taste things a little bit better. And these are a way of testing it, because I have done once, you know, a long time ago, and it was like kind of a gimmicky thing, but I thought it was neat. I thought it was funny, whatever. But it was just a test strip that they said, they put it on my tongue. Like I put it on my tongue and they said, okay, what does it taste like? And at first I was like, not really like anything. And then it got really bitter. And so I said, oh, it tastes better. And they're like, there you go, super taster. And I was like, okay, you know, but this is supposed to be
a self-identified super taster, supposedly. But I've read the instructions for these, and I know how to use them. So let me explain a couple things. There's 4 tubes here. One of them is the PTC test paper, the super taster. Basically, they put a very small amount of some type of bitter like chemical that you're not really supposed to ingest, but that's why it's a very tiny amount. And I will say it is a spectrum.
okay.
So just because you can taste it does not make you a super taster. And you might not be a super taster and be able to taste it a little bit still. So we have the super taster. This is a separate test for a different flavor, sodium benzoate test paper. This actually can have multiple different flavors that you can taste.
Really?
This is a control paper. So if I put this in Gabe's mouth and he says that he tastes something, then we can call him a big fat fibber.
Are we doing this? Are we doing a blind then?
Yeah. I'm gonna make you
cool.
close your eyes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make you close your eyes. I'm gonna promise you I'm not gonna put anything yucky on your tongue.
I really hope you don't put anything yucky on my tongue.
And then this is Theoria. I don't know how to pronounce this test paper, which is just another type of flavor. So I know how these are supposed to taste or how they might taste, and I know how to conduct this test because I've been doing some research. So without further ado, you're going to find out live if Gabe or either of us are super tasters. Gabe already claims to be.
I'm so nervous.
And what the results are. And I will say, I think both of us feel like we have pretty good taste buds that we can taste pretty discrete tastes.
I'd like to think so.
He'd like to think so, but the results are going to be in soon enough, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, why don't you close your eyes? And I'm going to give you some instructions here. So you might have to lean forward because I'm going to be... I guess I can just hand it to you. You can put it in your own mouth. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a random strip, and you're going to tell me if you taste something as soon as you taste something, and you're going to describe the taste. Once you taste something, you can pull it out, and you just describe it in as much detail as you can. So how does that sound to you?
That sounds good to me. Seems fair. So
test strip number 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to... Oh God, I'm touching all of these. It all tastes like sweat.
Tastes like finger?
There's so many. I probably didn't have to order the 1,000 pack on Amazon. So I'm going to try to give you the same side that I touched. So here's that. And so you put it in your whole mouth. So not just on your tongue. So you close it on your tongue. Okay?
Okay. This whole thing goes in my mouth.
Yes. You taste anything? Remember,
I don't think I do.
It's that COVID.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. I don't know. Maybe there's a slight bitterness happening now.
Okay. As soon as you taste it, you can take it out.
Yeah, I would say maybe like a very slight bitterness at the back of my tongue.
Okay.
But mainly like paper.
So if you need to, I do actually have some water here, so you can reset your taste buds.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So yeah, I'm not going to tell you what's what yet.
So the whole thing, there's not like a...
Ooh, spitty!
Yeah, I was going to say, there's not a specific spot. It's just the whole thing goes on my tongue?
Yeah, you don't actually have to shove the entire thing in your mouth. You just close your mouth on it. So like if you're taking like a thermometer, I half expected you to swallow it once you deep throated the entire piece of paper.
I'm hungry. I'm a hungry boy.
Yeah, it makes it great for when I'm taking the sample back.
My snack pouch is empty.
Okay, and are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Snack pouch is empty. Wow, I hate that terminology.
That's what I call my tummy.
Hopefully that's the last time you call it that. And here's the next strip. Here, take this.
Okay.
Remember, as soon as you taste something, you're allowed to remove it.
This also tastes like paper to me. At first,
Okay.
I thought I was tasting something like, I don't know, savory.
Okay.
But then I was like, oh, am I psyching myself out? Like, so I don't know. I'm so far I'm thinking I am not a super taster, but
Okay, once you put that in the pile, you can open your eyes now.
it definitely, yeah, I think that one had a flavor. Like on the left side of my
Second
tongue.
one?
Yeah, the second one I think on the left side of my tongue.
What about the first one?
First one, I don't know, maybe a slight bitterness, but that's like if
Okay.
I was reaching.
Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Did you you want to clear your palate after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is so whack. I'm not nailing this.
Well, we don't know until we've gone through.
We're
all
gonna
of
need
them.
music in the background for this, dude. It's just me going. Do I have it?
Oh, well, not anymore. There you go.
Wait, did you give me off the table? It's table flavor?
Yeah, it's gonna taste like wood.
Hmm.
Yeah, to get the whole thing.
Oh, dude, that one's really bitter.
Okay.
I feel like I have to. So I feel like I have to. I feel like I have
Here,
to put them at the
go ahead.
back of my tongue.
Throw it back.
Is that like a thing?
Whatever works for you.
Let me.
You can't. Okay, I don't even know which one that is. That's not gonna tell us anything.
This was the bitter one.
Yeah,
But you're right.
Cleanse your palate, and then we have one more after this, and then I'll explain your results. Okay.
I'm not hopeful. That one got, when I put it on the tip of my tongue, I couldn't really taste anything. When I put it on the back of my tongue, instantly like super bitter.
Okay. That was the control paper.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's such a super taster. He tastes the paper.
He tastes the wood. Okay. All right. Final strip. Here you go. Just take it.
Pinchy.
Your hands don't work when you're blind.
Pinchy.
Daredevil can catch a brick through a window, and you can't grab a piece of paper. You're gonna nail it.
This one. That one tasted different than all the others, but like paper.
Okay.
It's weird to
How can you describe the taste?
just different, like very distinct.
Mhm.
Like if I were to have that first paper you gave me and then this one, I'd be like, I could taste it. There's a difference, but I can't put my finger on it.
Okay, so let me explain your results. Okay, so the first paper that I had you test was the Theoria
Okay.
test paper, and that is either supposed to taste bitter or like nothing. And so you did describe like a slight bitterness. So you were able to taste that after a little bit. The second paper I gave you was the control paper, which you said tasted like paper at first, and then you said, no, I think that tastes more bitter than the other one.
Interesting.
The third paper I gave you was the Super Taster test strip, and that is the one that you said was really bitter.
Yeah.
Now, let me explain the results of the Super Taster's test strip, okay? So there are Super Tasters, which are the 25% of the population. So
Well, that's actually a bigger number than I thought.
1 out of 4 people are Super Tasters, and it is it's an advantage because, you know, if you're a Super Taster, you're a caveman, you could eat a berry, and you could taste it when it was bitter, right away you could spit it out. When you tasted this, you said it tasted really bitter. So the faster that you taste it, the more likelihood that you are a Super Taster. If it takes like a couple seconds, then there's a good chance that you're not a super taster, that you are a medium taster, which is about 70% of the population, has slightly enhanced ability to taste.
Okay.
But, you know, it doesn't have the word super before it. So, the super tasters, this paper will either taste like nothing at all, bitter, or overwhelmingly bitter for super tasters. So I will let you interpret your own results, how you feel about how you tasted it.
Wait, that was the super taster one that I had?
The one that you
was really
grossing you out. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So-
it was, but it's interesting. Like I said,
Yeah.
at the tip of my tongue,
You couldn't really.
it was like not like super.
Well, your taste buds are spread out
and
across
then I
your tongue,
moved
so you
it
probably
back,
wanna-
like so
yeah.
maybe not like the very back, but the
Mhm.
middle of my tongue. I moved
Yeah.
it to the middle of my tongue, instant, super bitter.
Interesting. And then the fourth one, this actually can taste like a couple different things. It can taste salty, it can taste bitter, it can taste kind of savory.
And that's not the one that I said was savory, is it?
This is the one that you said tasted different from all the other ones.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. So
something.
I would say pretty good results, honestly. So you're either a medium taster or a super taster, but
I'll take it.
from your reaction based off this paper, I would say that you could be a super taster. You might be a super taster. To remember the speed at how fast you can taste them is part of it too. So now I'll have you mix these up and do the same thing to me.
Okay.
Then,
I'm going to remember. I will remember which is which. I
Yeah.
don't remember any of those results. So
that's
it's going to be
fine.
up to you.
I remember the results, so I'll be able to, I guess, kind of like test myself. Okay, so mix them up. I'm gonna close
Do you
my
want a
eyes.
little bit of water right now?
No, I'm a little. No, well, maybe. I'll wet my whistle. I'll get a little bit of water in there. Zinc, copper. All right.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, let's do this one. Should have brought like tweezers or something.
Yeah, I had to kind of dump them out in my hand a little bit and then pull it. So that's probably the saltiness that you're tasting, because I did not wash my hands after I went pee.
Okay. Got one for you.
Got one? Okay. In she goes.
I was going to show the camera, but I don't want to like get all the way up there.
It's kind of sweet. It's very mildly sweet, I think.
Very interesting.
If I had to guess, I would say the sodium benzoate.
He's like, yeah, I'm
it's
going to
like
eat that.
mildly sweet. Mildly sweet, maybe a tiny bit salty. I'd guess the sodium benzoate.
Okay. Come on now. Ooh, come on now. Sorry, I'm try not to have.
Sorry, I got to make sure I remember where my mic is.
I'm trying not to have dead air, so I apologize for that.
Nothing wrong with dead air.
All right, there's that for you. Ooh, that's
Should-
fingy.
Oh, we should describe what we're doing maybe for the listeners at home. I mean, I guess we've been pretty descriptive.
I was gonna say, yeah.
In case you're not watching this.
Essentially, I went through a test where I tasted different strips of small, like litmus test strips, and they are all of different flavors. Evan kind of described all of them already.
I have to guess that's the control. I'm not getting a whole lot from that. I'm getting a tiny bit of sweetness still, but I think that might be from the last one. I might need to clear my palate again.
You want some water?
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would say that's the control. Third strip? Oh.
Yep. And that's a chip.
You got it?
He's going for a chip strip.
Are you? I can't tell. Just can you tell me when you're handing me one, so
I
I'm
will
not
tell
fumbling
you.
through the air?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. This one is.
Now I see why you made the comment about dead air.
Yeah, I told
It's
you.
taking you a lot longer to get these out.
It's very difficult, and I'm trying not to give you 3 of each of these. All right, incoming. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to. We'll put that in the discard pile.
Oh. That tastes like rubber. That's just super bitter. I would say that's probably the PTC. Can I get the water?
Yeah.
Ooh, yucky. Where's the mic? Okay.
All right, ready for the last one?
Yeah, which I would, if I had to guess, I would say is the Thoria paper. Unless that bitter one was just the Thoria paper. which is also supposed to be bitter. I got water in my mustache. I'm sorry. I apologize to no one in particular. All right, final strip. Oh. That's also really bitter. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's super bitter. Can I get the water?
Yeah.
Wait. That's worse, actually. That might be the PTC. The other one might be the Thoria. Okay, I'm opening my eyes. Will you tell me the results?
Yeah, you're basically 100%. I mean...
What about at the end? What was the very final one?
So the very last one?
Yeah.
The PTC.
So I was right. So I was 100%.
Yeah. So the first one was the sodium benzoate,
then the
which you guessed, and then I did control, and then I did the Thoria. And when you had a reaction to that, I was like, "Oh, you're about to be really bummed." So you have to be a super taster.
I must be.
That was crazy.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I know how the test works.
Yeah,
I mean, it was random. So
no, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and I tried to do it in a completely different way so that there wouldn't even be a bias.
Wonderful. All right. Well, there's the results. Gabe might be a super taster. I'm pretty much 100%.
He's pretty much definitely. So let's see if we can super taste these chips.
Yeah. I hope that the bitter taste comes out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It tastes like I was chewing on a rubber band.
It's still bitter for me, too, for sure.
Okay. So, while I gather up this garbage... we're going to get into some of the snacks that we have. Here, let me get these spitty pieces. Some spitty pieces of paper.
Not all of them.
Let me go move this. All right, so a couple super tasters. We're going to taste some snacks. So let's go over what we're going to taste today. So we haven't really talked about it. So I do have some Asian snacks. We also have these two that I'm going to talk about. And then we have... some weird food. So at the very end, we're going to do what we are going to call weird food trends.
I guess
it's like a trend. And today's is I've heard of this on social media on sites like TikTok of people dipping Oreos in pickle juice.
I had not heard about this, but it's very interesting.
Dipping Oreos in pickle juice. Now this. Not exactly pickles. What do we got here that you brought over?
So I didn't have like traditional pickles at home. Had some cornichons. They're like fancy pickles, so it's going to be the same. It's a brine. Tiny. They are in brine.
Baby pickles. So hopefully the same results. And then we are also going to be reviewing the Little Debbie's ice cream. So if you haven't heard about this, if you don't know what this is, I'm sure you've heard of Little Debbie. You've probably had some of their snack cakes. They've got the oatmeal cream pies, the
classic
zebra cakes or the Christmas tree cakes, the strawberry
strawberry shortcake rolls, the
cosmic
honey
brownies.
Honey buns.
Yeah. So you've heard of Little Debbie's. Now what you may not have known is that I believe in February they released 7 ice cream flavors that were exclusive to Walmart. Sucks. And very hard to get. They were very hard to get. They were sold out everywhere for a while.
Sold out super fast.
And then once they were in stock, they were only in stock shortly near us. We were able to get all 7 flavors. And now I don't even know if you can find them anymore. We're doing this podcast. They've been sitting in the freezer for quite some time.
Right.
So, you know what's good for a snack podcast? We burp into the mic.
Yeah. And also instantly instill FOMO before,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys will be able to try these, but that's why we're trying them for you. We're going to be very, I'm a super taster. Gabe might be, maybe not.
Probably better than most of you guys. So.
Right. And so we're going to describe what they're like. We're going to review them and probably maybe do a little best to worst. Of all of the flavors of the Little Debbie's ice cream. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Let's get right into it. So starting with the foreign snacks segment, I'm going to go ahead and give you these. But these are both Chinese Cheetos. So this is Japanese style steak, this flavor. And this one is a chicken or something. So we're each going to try one of these and then we'll swap. Now, I want to make it a point to try and to show. I've never had these before. I should preface that.
No, me neither.
And I'd like to go out of my way to try new things. And so, though you may hear us talk about these and like them and try to find them, not be able to find them, the goal of this podcast isn't necessarily to try and sell you on our favorite snacks or get you to buy these, but I would encourage everyone to hit up your local Asian market, go into the chip section and just look for something interesting and try something new. Because it's one of my favorite things to do.
Honestly, just go based on because a lot of them are not in English, obviously, but like they have the same kind of marketing as you'll find anywhere else. And it's like chicken legs, Chester's about it. So
they're not all going to be bangers. Some of them are going to suck, but some of them are really good. And I think honestly, Asia in particular, Americans, we've got a lot of weird kind of snack foods or just kind of lazy, like, Sour Patch Kids as a ice cream or, whatever.
Chips Ahoy or Reese's inside Chips Ahoy, things like that. I mean,
but they really get pretty outlandish with some of the Asian snacks. Japanese in particular is probably my favorite.
Compared to America.
Yeah. They're on top of the snack game. So you really got to check out what's going on over there if you haven't already. For example, the last time I was at the Asian market, I saw some ice cream that was ube, which I believe is like a purple yam, like a sweet potato, and cheddar cheese. And you could actually see the container was kind of plastic. You could see like actual cheddar, like shredded cheddar cheese mixed, which is insane to me. I wish that I would have tried it. Unfortunately, it was $10.
Ooh, hey! If this pops off, then our budget will go up. But
I like supporting local business. I don't know if I like supporting it that much. But yeah, just go try something new. That's what we'd like to encourage you to do. And so we're gonna be reviewing these. So try to get them. It's gotta be loud.
I tried to do a double open so that we get it out of the way.
They look bigger than normal Cheetos and very corn, like not very yellow.
These ones are very.
I don't know if you can see, but I said not very yellow, not very orange. They're very yellow.
These are the same.
Almost identical. I didn't realize how much of the orange from Cheetos comes from the cheese. But they're big. They're big. That smells pretty good.
This one smells like. It definitely smells like chicken.
This smells not like beef exactly, but it kind of smells like beef top ramen. Like if you smell the seasoning packet to beef top, they probably just dumped a beef top ramen seasoning packet into this bag of Oreos. Sorry, I messed up. Yeah, let's go ahead. First snack eating on the show. Oh wait, I'm gonna try a couple more. I'm gonna spill over to my microphone. I'm so hungry. Yeah, dope.
You want to swap and then give reviews?
Yeah, let's cleanse our palates. Couple more.
Minor spoiler alert, they're good. I mean, if you like Cheetos, you're probably gonna like these, but
they're very good.
Not as. I'm trying not to spoil too much.
Again, not something you could find in the U.S. This is it has to be imported. I got as much as I can. You know how Cheetos like to stick in your molars.
These ones especially are a little bit like
they like to stick in your wisdom teeth that you can't afford to have removed. Okay, yeah. It smells very similar.
I think you nailed it with the
ramen.
The top ramen. It smells like ramen.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing if you like ramen.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
I'm shocked at how different they
They're
are.
very different.
I'm getting a lot of like oniony. It almost tastes like Funyuns to me. These ones. When I was eating the beef, the steak. I'm just giving my review. I definitely got some of the snake, but snake
Cheetos,
snake. But I almost forgot about those. But a lot of the corn. Definitely a lot of the corn flavor came through. Not as much in these ones. I feel like the flavoring on the chicken ones is stronger.
Much more prominent. I think I like the chicken ones more. It definitely tastes...
I agree.
It tastes like a less salty chicken ramen, almost. So it's kind of like anybody that's familiar with like the artificial Kind of like bouillon style chicken.
Yeah, really well seasoned.
Yeah, the chicken ones especially.
They're not messing around.
The steak ones were oddly sweet to me.
That's the corn.
You're right. It's
That's
the corn. It's the corn.
Yeah.
The steak ones are definitely not bad.
Get a couple more of those.
The chicken ones are way better. And
I promise most of the podcast is not going to be us chomping. I'm just so hungry. What were you saying?
Oh, there will be chomping. Yeah, these chicken ones, I would recommend these chicken ones for sure. I think these chicken ones are better than regular Cheetos.
They're so well seasoned. I wish you could see in there. These things are dusted, like heavily. Well, hold on.
There you go.
I don't know how good the lighting is, but yeah, really, really well seasoned. I mean, you know what it is? This is not some independent snack company. This is Cheeto.
Yeah, it's legitimately
Cheetos. Cheetos doing their thing in a foreign market. So I'm not surprised that these are both a hit. I definitely like the chicken ones more, but this is what I'm talking about. Like the experimental Asian snacks, like, and it's not that off the wall to have chicken flavor or beef flavor. We probably have similar chip flavors in the U.S., but
right.
I mean, it's just very striking to see just a giant like slab of steak. Right.
It almost looks like a burger, like a steak or a burger. Yeah, but they're both good. They got kind of like, I think they're going for like a grilled or roasted flavor. Yeah, and it definitely that comes through. I would say
the sweetness for sure.
And yeah, overall, it's very
favorite part about eating Cheetos.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. That's not my favorite part.
This is why I bought an expensive microphone. All right, I'm gonna cleanse my palate, and then
I'm more excited for these.
Yeah, some spicy chips. Now these, another famous chip brand, foreign market. These are Lay's Max Ghost Pepper, and that's a language that I can't read. It looks almost like...
Does it say on the back where they're from? Like product of, because you were saying you were looking at this and your guess was China.
Oh, Thailand. This is from Thailand.
Thailand.
Interesting.
Okay, so this is Japanese steak.
Oh, you know what? This is Lay's, right?
Yeah.
What? Because it's
Lay?
Wait,
is it bootleg?
Wait. Let's compare the.
So what is? Oh, that's Lay's. That's Lao.
Hold on. I need to show off.
Is that what it's...
So side by side, the Lay's symbol and this symbol. Lay's and Lao?
And Lao?
This might be bootleg Lay's.
Going back to the Cheetos just real quick, these are a product of Shanghai, China.
Of course.
And these are actually listed as Japanese steak flavor.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, and you said these were American turkey flavor.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be turkey flavored.
See,
I said chicken, so I guess there goes my super taster card.
And I still have mine though.
But they were good.
I'm gonna open under the table to try to reduce.
So this could just be how it is fashioned. The logo for Lay's in other countries.
Sure.
It does say PepsiCo on the back, and you could not get away with that.
I just want to say, as a chip connoisseur, which is probably the most pretentious title that I own.
Right. But you earned it.
It is an absolute criminal offense, the amount of air that they put in chips. And I don't know how well you can see, but this bag is that much chip at the bottom, the rest is air. And it's unacceptable.
I get that you need to have that cushion so that things don't get turned into dust, but there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better method.
They smell okay. They smell kind of like chili powder, maybe.
So not so much like the actual ghost pepper. There's definitely a very distinct. It almost smells like curry. It's a very distinct.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Very distinct spice aroma, which I like.
It's pretty spicy. Rip my taste buds for the rest of this episode. I like it. It's a good level of spicy. It's pretty intense. Can I get some more? But again,
really good.
Maybe you'll be able to find these at your local Asian market. Maybe not, but you might even be able to find something better. So I encourage everyone to go out and explore. I mean, it's fun to take something home. And even sometimes if you can't understand what the flavor says, it's fun to try new things.
Those are really well seasoned. Like it almost tastes like
I agree.
like when you go to like I know this is gonna sound like a dumb like knucklehead way of describing it, but like when you go to a Thai restaurant and their food is very seasoning heavy in a good way, it just has like a really nice savory flavor. It's very spiced. I would say that for something that's
pepper.
Yeah, no. I feel like a lot of American snacks, if they are labeled as ghost pepper, like that's going to be the main focus. This feels like they went flavor first and then went like ghost pepper. And it's not as hot as you would imagine for something labeled as ghost pepper, but there is heat there for sure.
Oh, there's heat. That boy is there. Woo. All right.
These are really, really, really tasty.
So real quick, before we get to the ice cream, which I'm now looking forward to, because my mouth is on fire.
It's perfect.
I want to talk about a new segment that we're introducing, and that is Evan's Dangerous Snacks. So be warned.
This is the graphic for that. Like they do like
so what
big red
I have,
letters.
What I have here, these are Takis, but they are chips. These are kettle chips. They're very thin potato chips. I don't know if I'd call them kettle chips. Very well seasoned, which is not in its favor, as you'll soon come to find out. Let me just give you my quick review of these. I don't like them. I like normal Takis all right. There's a lot of citric acid in normal Takis. The flavor combination on normal Takis, I think, works really well for the type of chip that it's on, because it's on like a rolled tortilla chip. Yeah. These are not tortilla chips. These are potato chips.
Yeah.
And the flavor of potato with the seasoning combination of Takis does not work well for me at all. But that's not the worst thing about these chips. Let me show you these little red devils here. So you see how bright red these are? These are painted. Like, it feels like, those machines that they use automotive to give a spray paint to a car? Like, just a huge, heavy... I feel like that's what they use to... And let me show you, let me show you when I eat these, okay? Enough BSing. Okay, let me get into them.
I know what he's getting at.
They're massive.
I was just about to say,
first of all, they're massive.
You might want to break it down to just one.
My smile is going to be like the Joker when I try to shove these in my mouth. But let me show you something. So, as you're eating these, the flavor, not the best, but the powder does something very interesting. When you crunch down, it works its way up into your sinuses, and you can feel it in your throat.
Yeah.
It might make you cough.
It's a very intense experience.
Make you feel like you have allergies.
You're actually doing pretty good right now, because I remember you telling me about it, and then I had a couple, and I was okay.
Yeah.
But then you literally, like, I think maybe because there's more area being covered or something with the seasoning, but it's a physical reaction, almost akin to like when you eat horseradish,
Yeah.
and it's like a physical reaction.
And if I keep eating these, I will be sneezing. I will be sneezing, and my nose will be running. It's painful.
It's pretty good though. I mean,
when you did the cinnamon challenge when you were a kid? And you had to take a spoonful of cinnamon and try to swallow it? The worst possible thing that you could do was breathe in when you're eating that. And that's, the powder is so light.
I will say that if you love Takis, you're gonna, if you like the flavor of Takis, the problem is, like you said, because it's on a different chip, the flavor is completely changed. I personally like these more than Takis because I feel like original Takis, there's kind of a burnt flavor to them.
Yeah.
That's not present here, but I feel like you're getting a more... I feel like you're getting a more potent dose when you eat these.
I gotta close these up because this will leak into the environment. Oh. All right, now. Is that the only dangerous snack? What do we have here? So this is...
I actually don't know this story.
This is Lay's, and this is their recreation of Pringles. So the container is designed. Sorry, those chips messed me up. The container is designed so that they can stack, as you can see, just like a Pringles can. Gabe, why don't you go ahead and reach inside there?
Okay, it is empty.
Yeah,
I checked it. There's no like snakes or anything in
Yeah, but
it's not that classic. Yeah. Whoa.
Kind of sharp.
So number one,
Describe what you're feeling.
Same problem that Pringles has, where if you have a human-sized hand, it's not going to fit inside of this.
It's not wide enough.
Number two, that plastic is super hard. It would legitimately hurt me to reach my hand in it.
It cut me. I cut my hand on this very same container. You might see my little specks of blood. No, I didn't cut that.
This is, I feel like they say that the art of Damascus steel has been lost. They found it again.
This is what if you were to force yourself on someone in the olden times, they would strap this to you with a lock and they would throw away the key. Yeah, it's so, I can't describe. You might have had these before. They're not obscure. I hope that someone can relate to this. It's so painful.
It's very sharp.
So sharp. The
sturdy.
ring is so, it's not wide enough. But the Pringles, the can is kind of like cardboard. Like it's comforting.
Yeah.
Your hand squeezes in and it doesn't quite fit, but it kind of feels good. It kind of slides down that tube, No.
All right. Okay. That's okay. I mean,
But this guy,
it's nicer than that for sure.
this is like, it doesn't want you to take the chips that are in here.
No.
It hurts. So that's my segment. That's my rant. This is Evan's Dangerous Snacks.
Watch yourself with Lay's stacks, everybody.
Lay's stacks. I'm sure every flavor has the same problem. And we have Takis kettle chips are a no from me. But everything else here, good so far. So why don't we go ahead? Enough dilly-dallying. I'm trying to suck the chips that are stuck at the back of my wisdom teeth off. Let's get into the ice cream.
Ice cream time.
All right, we are back. Yeah, we've got the ice creams here, and we're going to go ahead and test them. So without further ado, which one do you think is going to be the best?
Which one do I think is going to be the best?
Or your favorite?
I will say I am honestly, as an ice cream, I think that either the Nutty Bars or the Honey Bun is going to be, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, see, because I'm not a big birthday cake ice cream, so I don't know about the zebra cake, even though I love zebra cakes. So I think it's either going to be the oatmeal or the cosmic brownies. So which one do you want to start with?
I think we should start with the oatmeal.
Really? First?
I mean,
All right, let's go.
I think that's the most iconic, in my opinion. I think that's the most iconic.
It's pretty plain looking. I just see white. I don't see any chunks. I mean, there's a little bit of brown right here. Wow, yeah, just very, very clear.
There is supposed to be chunks in here.
Really? Because I'm just getting a tiny little dot.
I mean,
Should we try to get a chunk?
Oh, there's a chunk. Here,
Okay.
you get a chunk.
Oh, chunk spotted. It's like digging for gold. This is going to be a big bite.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. You ready?
One
Before my bite falls.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. The chunk is great. The ice cream itself tastes like the frosting. Tastes like frosting. The chunk is very cinnamony.
Kind of a molasses.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think with the ice cream, I think they were going for the cream filling flavor in an ice cream.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't taste super artificial. It just tastes like a kind of more enriched ice cream. But when you get it with the actual chunk, it's really good.
Yeah. The ice cream on its own is okay. It kind of reminds me of a birthday cake ice cream just because the frosting kind of taste.
Right.
But with the chunk is it's great. I haven't had anything like this.
No, it's I think that if you're a fan of ice cream and you're a fan of oatmeal cream pie, I think you'll like this. I think that
Good luck trying to get your hands on it, nerds.
I think that overall, the experience of an oatmeal cream pie is probably still better. However, it's a solid ice cream, you know?
Yeah. All right, what next?
You want to choose the next one?
Right here, nutty bars.
Nutty bars.
That's one you said yours going to be your favorite, right?
Yeah, so I picked that just because I love peanut butter in ice cream, and what I'm hoping for is a little bit of a crisp.
Ooh,
you know,
a lot of color on this one.
Hopefully, there's a texture difference.
Ooh, the chunks are very visible. Here, I'll save some. Doing a little bit of smaller.
Yeah,
bite this time.
that other one was
I don't
just
want to
because
fill up
we
on
had
ice cream.
I'm trying to get. Okay, well.
Gabe wants to.
Apparently, I do want to fill up on ice cream. Ooh, naughty me.
Are you ready?
Yeah, dude.
I'm not a huge peanut butter guy. Just to be honest.
That's whack.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not as sweet. Yeah, I taste the wafer that you expected to crunch. It didn't. It was very like gummy. It was like chewy.
It's been soaked in ice cream.
It's very damp. Well, that's a big chunk. Oh. Remember when I said I didn't want to have a whole bunch?
Too late, dude.
I lied. All right, I gotta take one more.
I think that as an ice cream experience, I think I like that one more so far. I'll save my full ratings for when we've tried all of them. But like if this was like way more populated with like the oatmeal clusters, this would be something that I think that they could sell.
I agree. It's okay. Every peanut butter ice cream that I've had have been from Ben and Jerry. They've tasted more like peanut butter. They've been a little bit sweeter.
Right.
If I'm gonna have ice cream, I want it to be sweet, dude. Yeah. If I want something sweet, I want something sweet. And this is not very sweet. The mouthfeel, not great. You know, Ben and Jerry.
It's like you said, the texture, you're expecting the crispiness of the wafer.
And, you know, Ben and Jerry, one of the big reasons they have such, you know, interesting choices to put in their ice cream, like when they have a pretzel in ice cream, it crunches like a pretzel.
Yeah.
And I think that one of them, I don't remember which one, can't taste very well. And so it was kind of his idea to put more texture in the ice cream, so it'd be like more is happening in your mouth. Ooh. So that because he likes it, he likes when things are happening in his mouth.
So he's what would be below like if we got super taster, medium taster, maybe regular taster. What's below that? He's got to be like a he's starting to go in the negatives.
Yeah, he's like the non-taster. every paper tastes like the control to him. He wouldn't be able to tell there's paper in his mouth if he couldn't feel it. So yeah, not my favorite because like the mouthfeel Ben and Jerry ice cream, great. This not so great. Peanut butter isn't hitting very good, and the sweetness not very good. I want to save the cosmic brownie, so why don't we?
Sure. I say we do either Swiss roll or zebra cake.
All right, zebra cake time. I love me a good zebra cake, dude.
Honestly, I have no idea how this is going to taste. I have.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to clear my
I have
palate.
no. That's a good idea. Already off the bat, I feel like chocolate is not the most prominent flavor in zebra cakes, so I think this is going to be an interesting experience.
Yeah, I love the mascot. By the way, I love that cool zebra with the sunglasses.
Oh, that zebra! That's Mr. Steel Girl right there, dude.
Yeah. Sticky hands. Very sticky hands. Yeah. I guess I go right where you went, right?
I don't know why I'm smelling ice cream.
Yeah, he's a medium taster. I don't know why. Cheers.
This is a second biter.
I don't think that tastes like a zebra cake.
So when I think of the zebra cakes,
there's cake. There's real cake in here.
I was just about to say I just got texture of the cake. I feel like the two things are the cake texture, which is like really, really, really soft. Mostly the number one thing you taste is frosting. I feel like a lot of the frosting flavors kind of
I like the cake
gone.
Yeah.
But the cake experience is there. It's a soft cake already, so a soft cake and ice cream, that works.
It's not bad. It just doesn't taste like a zebra cake to me. And I know it's not. It's ice cream, but Like this,
You can make an
tastes
argument.
like the oatmeal
Yeah.
cream pies. This, I mean, kind of tastes like the.
I think this one is the most loyal so far to
Mm-hmm.
the its namesake. But it's like with zebra cakes, it's like, I mean, how well are you going to recreate the experience of eating a zebra cake in ice cream?
Yeah, not very well. It's not bad. Maybe a little heavy on the chocolate because the chocolate and normal zebra cakes on the top. It's such a small part of the experience.
Exactly.
For such a small surface area, but there are big stripes of chocolate in this, and it doesn't taste bad, but it kind of tastes like when you put like Hershey syrup and vanilla ice cream. Like it's strong, and so it doesn't taste like a zebra cake to me. It tastes pretty good. I like the cake. I do really like the texture of the cake.
No, me too. It's not a bad overall ice cream experience.
Yeah.
It's just when you are comparing it to its namesake, almost kind of just want a zebra cake because it's like that's such a specific
Exactly.
flavor profile.
Probably an unnecessary flavor. This is still my favorite so far. What do you want to do next? Honey buns?
Let's do honey buns.
Let's do the honey buns.
I don't know why, but I have unrealistically high expectations for this.
I want it to taste like a horchata ice cream, you know? Pretty colorful.
It smells exactly like a honey bun. I'm glad I smelled this one.
I got a big bite.
Oh yeah, there you.
Wow, it smells great.
Yeah, cheers, cheers.
It's funny. This is crunchier than this one, than the nutty bars. What is crunchy in a honey bun?
I don't know why. You should read the description. Maybe it's little dough things.
Okay. A cold and creamy twist on a classic treat.
That's it.
Delicious honey buns inspired ice cream. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
This one is my favorite so far.
This
That one is just so. It just made me happy.
bangs, dude.
That is so.
This
good.
might be my favorite too. This thing kicks ass. I haven't been this happy in months. I'm losing my mind. I feel bad because it's so good. It's so good.
It's like one of those things where I'm glad that as we go on, we'll be reviewing stacks that people can actually get still. But like, I feel like
You're never tasting that. You peasant.
wow, that one killed me.
This is my fourth bite.
It's
I gotta say,
so
bro.
good.
Now, put that at the top, dude.
It's so good.
Wow.
You just can't. And like regular honey buns are delicious too. You know, you just can't beat them.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I hope this comes back.
Now bring it back, Debbie, please. Wow.
Oh man.
Okay. Maybe Swiss.
Yeah, get up.
By the way,
Who eats Swiss rolls?
yeah, I was gonna say nobody eats Swiss rolls. Dude.
If Swiss rolls are your favorite, you must be easy to please. Which nothing wrong with that. But that's my critique of you.
Swiss rolls and snowballs in the trash.
Yeah, snowballs.
Okay.
I feel
shouldn't
like
have said the thing about snowballs. The snowballs people are gonna come after.
Well,
me.
also that's a hostess thing, dude. It's like little
Yeah.
Debbie people are like, "Now you're open." That's very chocolatey.
It's super. Yeah, this is.
It's
all
really
chocolate. I don't see any of the
what would be the
frosting,
the cream or the frosting.
Man, that one's great. By the way, I don't really do dairy these days. It kind of messes me up. So,
Oh, good. Well, good thing. I'm glad you tuned
hey,
in
look
for the
at
ice
you
cream
see this?
episode.
Yeah, do you see this?
It looks like sludge.
That's what it's gonna look like later too. All right,
Cheers, man.
cheers, man. That was a low hanging fruit. It's funny because it tastes like chocolate, but it tastes like their chocolate.
It definitely does taste like
It
A
tastes
pastry.
like a
like a
Swiss
cake.
roll.
yeah.
That's weird how accurate the flavor is actually.
Yeah, it's
Spot on. I mean, I'm not a big Swiss rolls guy, but this is it.
This is better than
That's
a
what you're
Swiss
looking
roll.
for.
In
I
fact,
agree.
if this is what Swiss rolls taste like, I take back everything I said
yeah, what,
about Swiss roll people.
Maybe I have not eaten a Swiss roll before. Yeah.
That's actually, it makes a really good ice cream. You know? It's like, it's got a density to it.
It's pretty good. I would probably put it, you think above zebra cakes, maybe?
Oh, you're
I'm kind of, yeah,
them?
I'm trying to, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Now, the one that I have the lowest expectations for, strawberry shortcake rolls.
That's how I felt about Swiss rolls. So hopefully this turns out better. I mean, that was my favorite as a kid. I was all about the strawberry shortcake ones. Yeah.
I never really liked it.
It was like that and the oatmeal cream pie.
Very pink. Oh, I got some chocolate in it. I'm sorry. That reminds me, I should
Cross-contamination.
I know. I should probably clear up my palate too. There's that for you. My hands are just sticky. I probably have ice cream on my face.
Just about to say, we're gonna need some napkins next time.
All right, strawberry shortcake. Cheers.
Cheers. It smells good.
It does smell good. Also very accurate.
Very accurate. If you're a fan of the strawberry shortcakes, this will be a good ice cream for you.
That's pretty good. And the first fruity one that we've had, I like to break ice cream down into like a fruit flavored ice cream or like a chocolatey vanilla. Yeah. Wow. A lot of textures going on in there.
I can't tell if I like that one. I think I like it a little bit more than the Swiss roll. But I think they're very close, like they're neck and neck. Definitely better than those two.
Yeah.
Maybe tied with Swiss roll.
I
would probably edge it out.
I put it above the Swiss roll because I'll tell you why. I think they're both just as accurate at recreating what they're trying to recreate. But the thing that this is recreating is just better. Like these are better than those, and I think this is better than that.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
Pretty good. It's the texture is a little grainy.
I get that. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's from like...
There might also be... I think that for some of these, they just straight up blended like their desserts into the ice cream. So it's like there's like that thickness to them, you know? The Swiss roll especially was like... That tasted like almost like the love child of ice cream and a cake pop, you know?
Yeah.
Very dense.
Yeah. And the last but not least, the Cosmic Brownies. I really like
talking about dense. There's no way that's gonna not be dense.
Yeah, and you got the you got a couple of the sprinkles or whatever they have on top.
They're little candies, aren't they? Aren't they like little?
Yeah, I think so. There, I got some sprinkles. Nothing in smell for me.
No, it just smells like cold.
All right, final one. You ready? Cheers, man.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah, man.
Immediate, very prominent fudge flavor.
Yeah. Something weird happening with the texture. I think it might be the effect of what you're describing of them blending up their sweet. Oh, there's a chunk of brownie right there.
Yeah, just straight up. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
This is good. It is very dense. The little candies are a nice texture difference.
Crunchy. The chunk of brownie was great. I don't like as much as I thought I would. Because chocolate ice cream, probably my favorite ice cream. I'm not a big Cosmic Brownie guy. But
I feel like they sound, but I mean, as a kid for sure. But like if you like, you know, as an adult and you're in a gas station and you're like, oh yeah, I grew up eating those, and you snag them. I think it's more of a commitment than you remember. I think because they're very dense and they're very like thick and stuff.
The more I eat it, it's kind of growing on me.
It's good. I think that for me personally, this is the better chocolate ice cream between these two.
I think I disagree.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I do like. We got to compare them now. You know,
why not?
Oh, look at the difference in color.
Yeah,
there's definitely like. I don't know if this is. I hope that shows up. I hope that shows up.
After I color correct this, it's all going to look green
on the cord. Yeah, it's Swiss roll for me.
The Swiss roll's not bad, but I took a bite of the Swiss roll and I had the opposite. I was like, yep, it's got to be the Cosmic Brownie.
Yeah, well, they're both still good. Do you think that the Cosmic Brownie is better than the top 3?
No.
Okay.
I say...
So we definitely draw a line with the 2 chocolate.
We'll go with the Super Taster right here. We'll move the Swiss roll down one. We'll put the Cosmic right there. Okay. I think I might scoot these up. Okay. So this is kind of our final ranking. This being the least and that one being the best. Go ahead.
I was just going to go down.
It's a fair score?
Yeah, I think it's a fair score. You and I had creative differences on Swiss rolls and Cosmic Brownies, but I think that they serve a very similar purpose. They both are like kind of a nice marriage between ice cream and pastry. So there's a density to it. I could see the argument for why you like Cosmic Brownies more, but I mean, in the number 1 top spot is Honey Bun.
It's so good, dude.
It was so good.
And it was kind of like how I pictured it to be, kind of like a horchata ice cream. So if you can find anything even close to that.
Very cinnamony, very, like, you get the honey. It smells exactly like honey buns. I cannot recommend even just normal honey buns enough. Like, if I were to buy an industrial size pack of honey buns, that would be my serving size. So I can't buy them. If I were to buy them, I'd be like, yep, I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
I don't know if I endorse that. But
I'm not saying I endorse it, but I'm human.
Well, you're saying that's what you would do, which is kind of endorsing something. And there's something crunchy in there too.
There's like little dough bites.
There's something that has like a snap.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Oatmeal cream pie, the number 2 spot. I think that's fair.
It's great.
It delivers a good overall ice cream experience.
I would just say I wish there was more chunks of the
and it would be like creeping up on honey buns. Honey buns is still just great. The strawberry shortcake, that was a nice surprise.
Really good fruit ice cream.
It was a really good fruit ice cream. The 2 chocolates, we got Cosmic Brownie and the Swiss roll. Cosmic Brownie edging out a little bit more. Like if you want to go with like more of a chocolatey flavor. You got nice texture differences in there. You got chunks of brownie. The Swiss roll is still really solid in my opinion.
I like the candies.
The little candies,
whatever they are.
Zebra cake ice cream, not bad. Probably didn't need to be made into an ice cream.
I was really like, I love zebra cakes.
Yeah, it's a much better experience.
It's not
as
bad.
A zebra cake.
It's hard to make something that's sugar and milk, bad, but yeah, it.
And the Nutty Bar ice cream, and this is, it's at the end of the line, but it's not a terrible ice cream. It's just that the texture, the crispy wafer needed to be more prominent.
It didn't happen at all. They didn't make it happen.
And so it just kind of ends up tasting like a peanut butter ice cream, or a vanilla ice cream with peanut butter and like, I don't know, cookie bits in it.
Like someone tried to make their own peanut butter ice cream.
Yeah.
Like they made mixed vanilla ice cream and peanut butter. Yeah, Ben & Jerry, any flavor Ben & Jerry's peanut butter ice cream is going to be better than this.
For sure. Honey buns, though, this should come back.
If you can find this, buy every can in your local grocery store and hoard them, dude, because this is going to be worth gold someday.
It was so delicious. More for the road. People should make milkshakes out of honey buns. That's
like an idea. All right.
And then we gotta send them off with a snack hack or weird food.
That's right. Let me get these ice creams out of the way. It's so good. All right, so like I said, this is gonna be our final segment we're leaving you with. This is weird foods. Some people like to put mayonnaise on their PB&Js. Some people like to drink Pepsi and milk. And some people like to dip Oreos in pickle juice. I've never tried this. Gabe's never tried this. Most people probably have never tried this.
Good shot that most people have not tried this. But we're,
clear your palate if you
I
want.
would say that we're pretty adventurous eaters, especially when it comes to snacks, because we like snacks so much. We're always... Hello?
I had some.
I was gonna say that was a new package when I brought it.
All right. So let's just get right into it.
Is there a certain way to do it? Are you supposed to do it like with the milk trick? Like, are you supposed to let it soak?
Yeah, I think you let it soak a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have very low expectations for this.
The fork did not That was a bad
All
idea.
right, dude. We're just gonna have to get
Yeah,
our.
yeah.
We're gonna have to get our little piggies in there.
Here, I'll dunk mine. I'll get it. I know the perfect
Dunk
amount
it.
of time.
I was gonna say, dunk it like you were. Give it a fair shot. Do like what you would do with milk.
I will say, this is sugar and
Acid.
I'm not a sweet pickles guy to begin with.
Oh, me neither.
So, perfect. Okay, I think that's good. I did that for like almost a solid minute. Oh, you're literally just dunking.
I'm a dunker, dude. I don't like to.
I like to make it suffer. I suffocate.
Yeah,
I keep its head under the water. I'm like,
drown it.
Yeah.
Wait for the death throes to go away.
oh,
all right,
it's coming apart. You ready?
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Oreos and pickle juice. I found that to be absolutely foul.
It's gonna be a no for me.
That almost made me throw up.
There is no marriage.
I think I've
flavors.
been had.
Yeah, I think there's no marriage of the flavors. It just tastes like
Not
you
even good in
ate
the
it-
way a sweet pickle tastes.
No, it tastes like you were eating an Oreo and somebody offered you a pickle, and you're like, "Yeah." You took a bite. You're like, "Oh, I should have let that settle for a second."
I'm gonna taste the broth, whatever.
The brine?
on its own. Yeah.
The broth, the pickle broth.
It's not bad. It's not bad juice.
Yeah, it's
You gotta
not-
taste one of those.
Yeah,
They're so small.
these, by the way, so good with cheese. Yeah,
Those guys too
for a
fast.
fancy snack.
I'm gonna try one that's just like a quick dunk, where I don't let it soak in so much. I'm gonna give it a fair shake. There. A lot less on it this time. It's foul.
I was gonna say,
It's so bad.
there's no way. If anybody is out there eating this and legitimately enjoys it, do yourself a favor and mail yourself a test
nail
strip.
yourself to a cross.
Yeah, no, you should definitely. I would be very interested to see how you do in the Super Taster taste test.
All right. Watch it down with some classic Oreos, which are a god tier snack.
I was gonna say definitely would be better with milk, but even on their own.
So that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us on the very first episode, the inaugural episode. Hey, if you're able to find the Little Debbie's ice cream, good luck to you. I mean, I think
Seriously, good luck. Yeah,
it's probably 2 months out of stock by now,
but you know what's nice? The nature of this podcast and the nature of the snack realm is more stuff is going to keep coming out.
that's
you know?
yeah. Snacks come and go. You're going to miss out on stuff. We've certainly missed out on stuff, but new stuff is always coming out. And we are going to keep you up to date on the best stuff that is hitting the shelves. So stay tuned. I would have liked to have some snack news. I have no intel. So if you've got a guy, if you got a snack guy,
We're looking for a snack guy.
Drop me a line.
Yeah.
But thanks so much for watching, everybody. And hey, hit up your local Asian grocery store, your local Asian market, and try to get some new snacks.
Just be
try
bold.
Some new snacks.
Yeah, just try something new.
And post your favorite snacks down in the comment, because every time someone makes a comment or likes, it boosts our engagement and it's good for the algorithm. And it's definitely not creators being insincere when they ask people questions and ask them to post the answers in the comment section. What do you like? Post your favorite snacks in the comments.
do you want to see?
Let's go, baby! All right. Oh, and we're the Snack Kings podcast. All right.
Nailed it. That might be one of the best ice creams I've ever had.
Oh, for sure it is for me. I eat a lot of ice cream.
Dude, it's so good. It literally, it's funny. I feel like we were about to say the same thing at the same time. Where I was like, I just feel happy.
Yeah.